Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. And today we're here with a blast mining guide for old school RuneScape in my endless adventure. Make as many guides as possible. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure to leave a like. But with that said, let's go ahead and get on into it. So let's start with the requirements. As far as levels, you're going to need 43 mining. However, I'd recommend 60. At that point, you'll be able to make much more GP per hour and it'll be much more beneficial to your account building. But you can come here with less. In addition to that, you'll need 100% Lovakenge favor to be able to start this in the first place. Sadly, don't have a guide on that. In the future, I will. When I do, there will be a link down below to that. For the hourly rates, you can expect anywhere from 40 to 80k mining XP per hour, depending on your level. In addition to that, you'll get 15k XP per hour in fire making, and you can also expect anywhere from 250 to 900k per hour. It varies a little bit. We'll talk more about that in a second. As far as if it's worth it, I think so. The mining XP per hour is really good, especially because mining's a pretty low XP per hour skill, generally speaking. And the money is also very good. So I like those two things. It does take a lot more effort though, so that is to be of note. However, a lot of mining methods are really boring. So if you want something that's, a little bit more effort, then this is actually good. Here's a little bit of info on the ores that you can get here. You can get coal, gold, mithril, adamant, and rune. You're able to get them 10 levels earlier than you would normally be able to mine them at the blast mine, so the levels are a little bit different than normal, and the XP varies quite widely, as you can see, and a lot of the real money gets made once you're at level 75 for the rune, and it gets decent at level 60 for the adamant. For the items needed gear-wise, you're going to want a graceful set. It would be ideal. In addition to that, a not required item, but recommended item would be the hit points cape, along with a dragon pickaxe and a regen bracelet. The hit points cape and regen bracelet are just for healing health subtly over time, and the dragon pickaxe for the boost that you get from the special attack. For the inventory here, there are 4 different items. A tinderbox and a chisel will be necessary. In addition to that, a good amount of dynamite. You're going to use about 300 an hour, a little bit more, and prospector armor is also useful. You'll have this in the bank, but whenever you go to collect your ore, you'll want to put it on to get more XP. As far as where we'll need to get to, Karend up in the northwest is Lovakenge, and we'll have to get to the north side of that as well. The simplest way to get here is through the Xeric's Talisman, Xeric's Inferno teleport, which I'll be using. If you don't have that unlocked, you could go from this fairy ring on over to this transportation through the minecart. That'll take you down here, and then you'll go north from there. Or you could run up through here from a Kingdom of Karend teleport and then go to the northwest. One way or another, we'll have to find our way up there, which is what I will do right now. So I'm using the third teleport here, and then I'll run to the north. I have the Blast Mine plugin on RuneLite. I recommend you use that, as it'll show you where all the locations are on the wall, and it'll give you some other useful information while we're in here. So there's walls all over the place where you can mine out different ore, and then you'll place them in these ore sacks over here. There's also banks nearby, and there's a person over here that you can collect your ore from when they all stack up to the point at which you desire to go on over there. Or if there is 450 of any type of ore in particular, then you'll have to go unload it. I prefer the northwest location over here. This is the spot where you have to do the least amount of running. So I'm going to go ahead and bank. I'm going to throw my prospector armor on in the bank, and in addition to that, my Xeric's Talisman along with the dynamite. I threw the dynamite in a tab near the close sign, so I can just withdraw all, then close. I also have tiles marked over here in terms of how we're going to do this. If you want to go ahead and utilize those yourself, if you have the ground markers plugin on, then you can right click the world map and import my tile markers into your RuneLite client. I'll link a Word doc down below that you can go ahead and then copy from that and import it. Really simple though. So we have 4 tiles here marked. This is the first one, second one, third one, a fourth one. The reason it's sort of scattered is because there will be explosive blasts that you'll have to get away from. Simple premise, we're going to excavate over here, and then from there we are going to place in a piece of dynamite and then light it and run to the next spot. So we've lit the first one, now we're at number 2. There will be a piece of blasted ore that will fall to the ground. We'll pick that up here in a bit. I'll do the second location right there. Then I'll run on over to number 3. At that point, oh, I misclicked, but you're going to want to go ahead and do this corner right here. Place both pieces of dynamite over here and then light them and run away. If you don't get out of the blast radius, you will be dealt a good amount of damage. Over here, it's not technically in it since we're behind the wall, so it kind of works out for us. And then I'm at the 4th location here where I'm going to do the same thing that I did right there. Fill up the corner, and from there, go ahead then and light them both. Once I do this, I'm going to pick up the ore next to me. And then I'm going to go over here and pick up these 2. The reason I'm doing this is because if this ore is not picked up quick enough, then it will go away. So the order at which I just did it is how you should do it. go over here and deposit into the ore sack. As you saw, I was a tick too late and a blasted ore did disintegrate from my inventory. Good example for the video, surely. But really, it is as simple as that. You just continue on with this process. Every single time you get 6 blasted ore, then you go ahead and throw them on in the hopper over there and continue on with your trip. Now, I'm wearing graceful armor. You could wear prospector, however, you will need some stamina potions, so it really depends on if you want to do that or not. Totally up to you. Could get a little bit more XP, but also going to be a bit more costly. And there we go. Second trip done, just the same. Deposit it on over here and you're good to go. Very, very simple. You can choose other locations along the wall. There's a great little spot over here where essentially you go from mining these 3 right here to mining these 4 over here. There's actually 5, but you only mine 4 of them. It's a bit more confusing though, because how you move around is somewhat sporadic and doesn't make a lot of sense. So personally, I enjoy this one. I think it's by far the best spot to go. And when you are done and decide that you want to go ahead and collect, or once it is full and you have to do that, then go ahead and wear your prospector gear because you'll get a ton of XP when you collect, and the gear will affect that. So 8.1k right there, nice and easy, and a really good mining XP method. Highly, highly recommend it. And the GP is really good too, the ores as well, absolutely lovely. So that is going to be it for the blast mining guide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. In addition to that, if you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. Also have a clan chat, Discord, Twitch, tons of places you can check myself and the community at down below. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.